All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing my first live trading vlog. I'm going to try to get a good win in for you guys, just to show you guys how I trade, kind of take you through my thought process, how I trade, what I'm looking for. This is a brand new Top Step Challenge account, so I'm going to be looking to pass this for you guys also. I mainly trade London session, but today we're going to be trading New York session. And also, I'm going to try to give some motivation. That's like the main thing for this channel. Everybody, looks for, how to make money trading and things like that. And that is definitely important. That's definitely going to be a key thing on this channel. But I also want this channel to be a space where you guys can come to be better people, all of us together as a community, because the charts are definitely a mirror of who you are. So if you're having certain issues in your life, it will reflect on the charts, such as patience, discipline, things like that. So this is a journey we're all going to be going on together. I want to give as much as value and help out as much as I can. If you have any questions or just want to chat with me, my Instagram is NQBrace, the same thing as the channel name. You can DM me there. I respond to all DMs. I don't have that many followers yet, but I know they're coming. But yeah, we're just going to be taking some breakout trades today. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content. I'm going to be posting several times a week. Any day that I don't actually have to go into work, I'm going to try to post some content for you guys. And hopefully I can build a relationship with you guys. I believe that life is all about the relationships. Like, yeah, I want the views and the subscribers and the money and all that. That's great. But I also want to network, find some people who are on the grind, who are on the same path as me, that I can network with, that I can grow with, things like that. So I'm looking forward to the launch of this channel. And yeah, welcome to the vlog. Let's do it. Okay, so it is currently 9:24, and I'm just going to show you guys how I mark up my charts. So we're on Top Step. We go to NQ. Sorry if you hear my phone tweaking. But I'm going to mark up support and resistance. So I normally mark up the highs of the wicks, and I do like the previous highs. And then I will take this tool and put it at my previous low, because that's where it struggled to break below. So that's going to be my support. And the next thing I'm looking for, because I trade on the 5-minute, is trend. So clearly we're on an uptrend. We've been selling pretty well, so my bias is buys. But one thing about me, guys, I never marry, I'm gonna mark this low too, I never marry a bias. Like, I have my preferences, but since I trade breakout and I'm just trading high volume, I really just like to see price breakout of a support or a resistance, and based off that, I'll take my trade based off of that. So I got everything marked up, the highs and the lows, or support and resistance, however you want to call it. And yeah, I'm just looking to take my trade based off of the breakout. And if you know who Mamba FX is, that's basically where I got the strategy from. Shout out Mamba. But I normally try to go for a 1 to 3 risk reward. That's normally my rule of thumb. I normally do like a 30-point stop. Some people do smaller. My system just works that way. So that's just what I do. But everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. I don't come here trying to tell people that my way is the best way or his or her way is the best way. I just do what I do and worry about myself. That's one thing in life though, bro. I'll say, like, if everybody focused on themselves and everybody had like good intentions, the world would be so much more of a better place. But yeah, we're kind of in this little range right here. I'm just waiting to see a break above or below. I normally wait after the break above or below. I'll normally wait for a retracement just to verify it's not a fake out. And then I'll enter on the second push. That's just normally my strategy. I'm not going to lie. I do pretty well for myself with this strategy. And yeah, guys, that's the main thing to trading. I just feel like mostly every strategy you'll find online works for the main part. It's just, are you sticking to it? If you take a loss, are you switching strategies? Like, that's just the main problem I had when I first started trading. I would switch strategies like 24/7. Like, anytime I take a loss, the strategy doesn't work, I'm gonna go try this person's. Like, nah, like, find one trader that you really like, use that strategy and just stick to it. I don't care if it's me, I don't care if it's somebody else. Yeah, that's just my rule of thumb. But yeah, it's 9:27. We got 3 minutes to market open, so I'll catch up with y'all when the market opens. All right, y'all. So it's 9:29. Session is about to open. I'm just chilling for the main part. I don't like to take a trade right off the rip because I noticed, like, when I first started doing this strategy, it worked, but now you'll see like a lot of fake outs. So we're gonna let it have its movement, let it go crazy, and then we'll analyze. We'll definitely analyze. But let me know in the comments, what's a trading struggle that you guys have? Like, what's your biggest struggle? Like, mine was just switching strategies. I'm not gonna lie, and over risking. And I'm definitely gonna make videos about how I like got better with that, because I try not to over risk too bad now. Try to have pretty good risk management and not over trade. Like, you see how this is shooting down already? We're gonna give it a second because my bias is buys. So for me to take a sell, I have to see some pretty clear movement. Not doing nothing too crazy. Price action being kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of garbage in March. Jesus, I gotta mute my phone. My ringer's doing too much. Okay, we're breaking below. I like to see a good push past that support. Okay, we got a push, and then it went right back up. That's why we don't get in right off entry, guys. That's why we don't get in. We wait. Now, if we get some good buying volume, I'm ready. Okay, we push. One more push up. Come on, you gotta give me a push worth taking, though. One more.
Order filled.
Okay, we're in here. We're in right here. Let me move my stops. And then my take profit will be up here. Okay, so we went right back into the range, but I'm gonna hold it. Trust the process. I got my original stops at one. I meant take profit at 1 to 3, but I would be open to taking a 1 to 2. I like to at least get a 1 to 2. But it might be a fake out. Not gonna hold you. We'll have to see. Yeah, I took the trade because I like the rejection to the downside, but it might just be one of them days. I'm not going to lie to you. Price action might not be the greatest. It is a Monday. Mondays can be very great. They can be kind of trash.
Order filled.
And we took a L. We took a L, so we're not going to trip too bad, guys. We're not going to trip. We'll wait. And we'll just kind of see what happens. All right, so we just took the L. But, guys, this is my theory, right? This is my thing that I want people to understand, bro. Sometimes you're going to win. Sometimes you're going to lose. The market's just being indecisive right now. So, if it comes back up to that entry, I'll give the trade one more chance. Just because I do believe that we do have a lot of buying pressure and we should be shooting up. But like I said, I never marry a bias. I just let the market shows me what it wants to do. See, we're breaking below, but I'm going to get a much lower entry because I just need to see that that's what price wants to do for sure. So we're down 1R for right now, but we're going to stop. We're going to see what happens. We're not going to get emotional. We're not going to try to revenge trade. I'll let it come to me, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I need a retracement. Okay, it's pushing down.
Order filled.
All right, guys, this is going to be the last trade. If it hits stops, then I'm out. I'm done for the day. We lost like 800 and like or $900 or something like that. So I need at least a 1 to 2. We got to close, which is good news. I'm gonna hold it at 1 to win. I'll move my stops to break even. So. Okay, so once we hit that 1 to 1, I'm gonna stop to break even. We do have a little area right here to possibly be concerned about, but I'm not crying over it. I think we can push past it with enough volume, which is the perfect time to do that volume. We are currently up like $700, so we almost made all of our money back already. So that is definitely a good sign. That's why you always go for a good risk reward, guys. That's why I always say go for a good risk reward, because you can afford to lose a trade here or there. You don't have to win like half your trades if you got like 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward. That's always been my thing. So let's see if we can push past. Looking like we're gonna push past. I'd love to get a win for my first video for you guys. We're almost at that 1 to 1. We just hit 1 to 1. Stops are going to entry. Stops are basically at break even. I really actually, you know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put it like halfway to my stop loss. I want to give it some breathing room. I want to give it some breathing room. That's one thing that it depends on how the trade looks. If it's a lot of volume, then I will, put it breaking right away. But this one has volume, but it's not just flying, so I want to give it some breathing room. You have to be able to adapt on the fly. Okay, so we're going. I think now is a good time to put stops to break even. Okay, so stops are now in profit. This is a risk-free trade. We're up $1,300 when we lost $900, so I'm completely okay with that. We've already made our money back. Just gonna relax. Let us do its thing. I try to always put my stops above the candle if it's a big candle, just because if it retraces that deep, it's probably some bad news. But yeah, guys, we are doing really good right now. We're up like almost $1,400, between $1,200 to $1,400, going back and forth. But yeah, guys, this is how we trade. We take our time. We don't over risk. Try to protect our capital. If it closes below that level, I feel pretty confident. Yeah, we got some good volume. We got some really good volume. It's 938. Candle closes at 940. Nice, beautiful. 1,500, 1,500, 1,600. If we get a good close, I'll hold. If not, I might just take a 1 to 2. We'll see. 1 to 2 would be about right here. Could put my stops there. But I think we can hold to the zone right here. I think this will be our next area right here. So I ain't gonna try to be too gangster with it. I ain't gonna be greedy. We are on a risk-free trade. How much time do we have left? 1 minute. We got like 20 seconds. Yep, keep pushing. Yep, that's beautiful. We got some room to come down, so I'm feeling good about holding it. That's nice. That's nice. Think about taking a 1 to 2, honestly. Thinking about taking it. What would that put us at? The 1 to 2. That put us at 2K. Yeah, I'll take that. Yep, give us a little bit more. Give us a little bit more. Come on. Come on. I'm ready here. Oh, don't edge me. Don't edge me. It's right there. Should I just close or should I? Nah, we'll trust it.
Order filled.
Let's go. 2-band trade, y'all. Hey, play the clip, man. Play the clip, man.
Ah! What else? Oh, who put their hand on my butt? Do it again. Give me that. Give me that.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Easy. Up 1,200 on the account, guys. Up 1,200. You seen a live trade. Let's fucking go. All right, guys. So we had a good trading session this morning. Things went really well, but I want to get to basically the topic of the video, which is how your ego can lead to your success. So me, just like most of you guys, grew up hearing from society, hearing from your parents, hearing from people around you. You should be humble, you shouldn't be so prideful. But what I realize as I get older is having pride and having an ego is what makes you unique, and it's what makes people successful. Like, we'll look at something as simple as the airplane, the Wright brothers. People thought they were crazy. People thought they were delusional. People had never flown before. So you come to people talking about, oh, people are going to be able to fly, we're going to do this. You have to have some level of ego in order to even make something like that happen, because you're going to have people all in your ear telling you that you're not being realistic, that you're not doing the right thing. But when you have the ego to know, no, this is what I can do and this is what I'm going to do, that is what separates the average person from someone who achieves great things. You have to have unwavering belief in yourself. And I know there's going to be some people who say, well, you have to have unwavering belief in God. And my, response to that is, yes, I do agree. Like, if you are religious, yes, have faith in God. Also, understand that you are made out of God's image and God gives us free will. So if you're not a true believer, if you don't have true faith in yourself, how can you expect God to entrust you with the things that you want? You don't even trust yourself.
So you have to start understanding that you deserve everything that it is that you want. You are worthy of everything that it is that you want, because your mindset matters more than the work. I'm going to tell the truth. I could have been way better at trading way sooner. I've been trading for 6 years. I could have been way better a lot sooner if I would have just believed that I was deserving and changed my identity into the person that is deserving and the person that is winning trades. Because now when I get on the charts, I believe that I'm going to win every trade. Is that plausible? Is that realistic? No, because you can't win every trade no matter how good you are. But I just believe at the end of the day, I'm a winner. I'm a real trader, and that's why I'm reaping the results. Another example from my life, I was really, really fat a couple months ago, like 5 months ago. I lost like 45 or close to 50 pounds, right? And I looked at myself every day, and I looked at myself as a person who wasn't fit. I looked at myself as a person who wasn't in shape. Once I started going to the gym, I took on a new identity as a guy who is in shape, a person who does go to the gym. And over time, with me believing in myself, despite how hard it was, despite the cravings, despite how bad I wanted to just crash diet and do all these other things, I didn't, because I knew I was deserving. I knew, and I had a vision of myself, and I wasn't going to let anybody change my mind. The worst advice that you can receive as a person is be realistic. Anyone who has ever told me to be realistic in my life was a person who had given up on their dreams and their goals. They had accepted what life has given them. And I believe there's two types of people in this world. There are the people who take what they're giving, and then there's the type of people who take what they want. And if you're watching this, I wholeheartedly believe that you take what it is that you want, because you're trying to acquire a skill, or you're trying to learn a skill that can give you infinite money, infinite freedom. You're not just going to take a 40-hour paycheck, because you can work as hard as you want at most jobs, but your paycheck is going to be set. There are some jobs that are exceptions, but a vast majority of people, their check looks the same every week or every 2 weeks or every month. But whenever you are doing something like this, you are saying that there is more that I want. I don't want to just be regular. I don't want to be in the rat race. If you do want to be regular, there's nothing wrong with that either. That's just not my ambition. And that's just not the ambition of this channel. We're trying to build a community of not just traders, but a community of people who want to be better. I want people surrounding me who want to be better. I don't want just people who are complacent around me. But yeah, you have to believe in yourself, because if you don't have that ego, you don't have that belief in yourself, who's going to believe in you? And especially if you want to be a business person where you're networking and interacting with other people, imagine if you're trying to connect with somebody, or someone's trying to connect with you, but they have low confidence, they have low self-esteem. It's going to be a lot more difficult to take them seriously versus the person who can be very direct about who they are, what they want, what they're going to get, and they can show you actionable steps. They can show you steps of them doing what it takes to get to where they want to be. And I feel like almost everyone has that ability. It's the only thing that's stopping people is themselves and fear. What if it doesn't work out? What if someone judges me? What if someone feels a certain way? I'm going to be completely honest. Some people might not like me, and I'm okay with that. Some people might think what I do is corny. I'm okay with that. I'm so comfortable with myself and knowing how I am and where I'm going to go that I can be okay if people do not like me, because the people who are meant to be in your life, they're going to be there. So you don't even want to attract those be realistic, oh, this is cringe, or, whatever negative thing they have to say. Because majority of the time, a person that is where you want to be, they're not going to suggest you to do something that is not going to better you, or they're not going to hate on you for trying to better yourself. It's only miserable people who hate on self-improvement, who hate on self-belief. But I will say your ego can be your greatest downfall. But the way to keep it as your greatest weapon is to believe in yourself. You don't have to go brag and tell other people, I'm so great this, I'm so great that. Keep that to yourself. Use your ego to fuel yourself to do what it is that you're trying to do at the highest capacity, at the highest level. Because anything you want to do, you can do it. The minute that you decide that you are something, you have an instant identity shift. It's up to you to be persistent and consistent and continue every day to work towards it. But right now, if you're an unprofitable trader, or if you're in a situation in life where you don't want to be in, stop identifying with it right now. Stop identifying with being a trader who's going negative every month. Start telling yourself, I'm a profitable trader. Start affirming that to yourself, because your thoughts control your reality. Whatever you're thinking up here is what's going on out here. So if you are having a hard time in life, it's because of this. A lot of people don't believe in manifestation and the law of attraction, but it is a very real thing. Anything that you think and keep telling yourself and giving energy, because thoughts are ultimately energy, that is what's going to happen out here. A lot of people will work so hard for years. That's why you see people retiring from companies after 30, 40 years with nothing to show for it, because they're working hard here in the physical, but they're not working hard here. They're not telling themselves that they're good enough. They're not telling themselves that they have what it is to get to where they want to be, or they already have it. It's just on the way. They're just, oh, if I keep working hard, one day the money's gonna fall out the sky. Happiness gonna fall out the sky. Happiness and wealth starts here, and then over time you will see it manifest into your life. But I really hope this has helped you guys. I really hope this has inspired you guys to go out and get it. And like I said, have an ego, be prideful about yourself, take yourself seriously, because that's the only way other people are going to take you seriously. And there's going to be people who don't like you. And for those people who don't like you, they're not meant to be a part of your story. You're going to lose people, because you realize a lot of the people around you, they're just not like you. They're, their mindset is just in another place, or they let that fear that society places to keep us down, they let that overtake them. They let that control their lives. And that's why in the end of their time, they're thinking about all the things that they should have done, all the regrets that they've lived through. While you could be that person who's bet on yourself and created a life that, you've always wanted, you've always dreamed of. But yeah, that's it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you want to chop it up with me or have any suggestion for videos, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is NQBray, BRAY, all together, just like the YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Peace.